Alright, announcements have been put out. Alright. Hey Elia, hey Cherry, hey Grimdalin. Alright, I'm gonna get our racers ready to go on their reveal.
So let me
yeah.
know when I should deafen.
Yeah, go ahead and deafen now.
Sounds good. Good luck, have fun, Toots. Hope it's a good game.
Alright, perfect. Alright, looks like they're both deafened. Alright, I will start my own timer. Alright, so this is kind of a bit of a doozy of a card from the brief bit I've had to look at it. Immediately, right in the center, we have 20% completion on Porgy, which is a goal that I have not yet practiced myself, so that is going to be something that I'll probably be relying on the menu to know for sure. And it's go time, so immediately jumping into Mortal 2, which one of our goals here is to get 3 cherries. A lot of our general goals rolled pretty high this time. Meanwhile, Flick going for the reward from the green skull in the top right. I do like the corner squares. If you can just, like, get 2 corner squares that are, like, horizontally or vertically adjacent to each other, that completely knocks out both diagonals. So if Flick is able to secure either the gifts for the garden or beating the first encounter in Rock on Island, that'll be a really nice bonus. Okay, so we're keeping an eye open for these general goals, which are 10 gifts, 10 bosses, 3 cherries, and 6 max HP upgrades. Toots has pivoted over to Rakshasa, probably to get that bottom middle goal for having 0 skulls. Yeah, resetting, because taking a death there is pretty unfortunate. There's a relatively early bell that you can grab. What? No! Oh my gosh, this bat is absolutely mixing up Flick. That is an obnoxious bat. And Toots playing Rakshasa a little bit safer here. Flick waiting for the opportunity to strike. This enemy a little bit annoying around ladders because of your slow ladder climbing. Okay, now we just need to take out the bat. And the bat is doing everything it can to zigzag out of the way. Oh no! Okay. Toots making it past the mini-boss here on Rakshasa. Yeah, if I'm looking at this board right now, I'm not sure where I'm going for a bingo. If anything, I'm probably just looking to grab as many blocks as I can and just play for majority, because a lot of these lines are kind of tough just from a brief glance. Alright, so we have our first square checked off for Flick. Switching over to Mooncat, and there's a square in response from Tutes. Backing out of Mooncat, going into Camouflage for Flick, and Mortal 2 again for Tutes. Okay, I think Flick might just be dusting off games. Popping into Fist Hell now. I do know Flick has a bit of an affinity for Fist Hell. Not sure if we're just going to be going for the 2 UFOs, or if we're going to be pushing bosses. Well, I guess we would get some bosses here. Making very quick progress with Vic. Oh, don't miss the UFO! There's one of 2 UFOs. Don't get trolled by the car either. There was that video that got put in the bingo chat a while back of somebody getting absolutely juggled by the car into the fire. Making very quick progress on this Mortal 2 cherry here. So this is going to be a boss very shortly here for Flick. Absolutely demolished. Fantastic Fist Hell from Flick. And this is actually also going to be a boss for Tutes as well. I kind of forgot some of the gift requirements. So I've been trying to pay attention for those, but I might need to be reminded if somebody gets a gift. I think the Mortal 2 one is pressing a switch though, so I don't think we've done that here in the Mortal 2 run. Tutes coming up on a cherry and a boss. I do wonder if we're gonna see anybody shoot for that middle square, because 20% completion is a little bit of a time investment. So here's our second UFO. This'll let Flick check off the bottom left, which does start attacking the diagonal. Okay, and there is the cherry and a boss for Tutes. Oh, and yeah, actually also the Mortal 2 gold disc square. Heading over to Onion Delivery, looking to block that vertical from Flick. Driving completely in reverse, which in itself isn't too bad, but it does prevent you from being able to get health back from driving fast. And so if you just happen to take a bad angle anywhere, it is really easy to just combo yourself out. Flick making very quick work of the second boss here. And now, the question... Yeah, we're backing out. I think that is the appropriate amount of Fist Hell to play here for Flick. Now we're moving over to Mooncat, which Flick did dust off earlier. I definitely do like the idea of just dusting off games that you think you're gonna play, and using that time to think while you're moving forward here. Because saving yourself the dust-off time when you pivot back to a game does help. Once you have like an idea of what you're actually trying to do. Stuck in the Mooncat scene for a little bit extra there. Toots about to finish up this reverse onion delivery day. Well done. 3-2 in favor of Toots at the moment. Going over to Bushido Ball. Oh! We're going for the Hyper 16 Bushido Ball match. Oh, okay, there we go. I was a little afraid that Flick was gonna miss that, but that is a gift. This goal is really interesting in Bushido Ball, because, like, this is where you don't, like, really do the Yamada cheese anymore. I mean, you kind of just gotta play some good Bushido Ball. If there's anything that I learned from when I was playing Bushido Ball before I realized that you could change the law or the rules of the game and still get the cherry, one of my biggest problems with Bushido Ball was that the longer the game went, the worse I got. So the challenge with this game is this goal here is actually keeping up your focus for all 16 points. At least for me. Toots took off with a pretty early lead here, but computer clawed back a few. Hopefully Toots can keep up the pace here. So Toots is looking to block this diagonal here, the bottom left to top right, while Flick is also looking to make some blocks here. Yeah, I don't think either of these racers are going to be pushing for a bingo here. Okay, I did not keep track of how many rooms we actually went to in Flick's first playthrough there. What do you mean, serve interference? Ooh. Got some tricky play coming out here from Toots. I'm very engrossed in this Bushido Ball gameplay. And the Night Manor basement music? Question mark? I think we're probably going to be dropping a point soon to the penalty, but the number of points we've gotten out of that, I think it's worth it. Just take the penalty if you need to. That's serve return. Spicy. Flick making his way through the warp from the first section. And there it is! There is our victory on hyper speed with all other options default. And it looks like we're gonna be going for the cherry here? Laws are still on, so I wonder if that was a mistake. Yeah, I think Toots is probably gonna notice that once he starts doing the Yamada cheese here. Weapon fell! Yeah, immediately ducking back out. Oh, not even gonna run it back. You know what, fair. Deciding pin golf sounds like more fun right now. Hey, chocolate cake. And also, hey, Guri. I didn't say it earlier. Probably gonna get a gift here for the hole-in-one. Oh! Missing the hole-in-one. Resetting back again for it. I definitely like the squares that Tutes is going for here. Flick did start off pretty strong by getting those corner squares. Alright, looks like we've visited 12 different rooms. That levels seen counter is one higher than you actually get to, or from the numbers of levels that you've cleared. Popping over to Ninpak. Might be for the gift. Nope, it also could be for the 3 crowns. Yeah, this is seeming like it's a play for majority game. Oh, never mind. Going to camouflage. And I'm pretty sure Tutes wouldn't be continuing right now if he didn't get a hole-in-one previously. Are we just going for the gold disc here? Get eaten by a frog, gator, and bird. Okay. There's our frog. Is that a crab? You know, I always kind of assumed those were crabs. But I could see frog as well. Tutes making steady progress here through pin golf. I assume we're either at 1 or 2 hole-in-ones at the moment. I think I missed the second one if it did happen. I just really like the cute little lizard in camouflage. It distracted me. Oh, here comes the bird. That's a good way to get the bird. Alright, now we're probably gonna run back and clear the level so that we can find a gator. Oh no, you gotta be earth, you gotta be dirt. Flick just kind of taking the long walk back over. There we go. And I think we can just immediately go into a level with a gator. Gotcha, yeah, probably at 1 then. Right, it's after this level. The next one, after the fork, has a gator. Alright. Ooh, no! Dang, missed that hole-in-one. Wonder if we're just gonna go for the cherry at this point. Oh no, poor Tutes. Okay, heading back in. Maybe, like, was thinking about pivoting to something else, but then decided against it. There's our hole-in-one again. Smooth hole 2. Alright, and here's a gator, so this should be very shortly done here. Not quite getting the hole-in-one there again. Hey, Tyler. And yeah, I still definitely need to practice more of the hole-in-one setups. Popping back into Ninpak, are we gonna go for the 3 crowns? Still haven't seen any players go for the HP upgrades yet. This should be a gift very shortly here for Flick. Once we get our sandwiches. Kind of keeping my eye open for the gift icon here. I wish the mute icon on Discord didn't overlay that. Yeah, that 300 coins goes by really quickly, especially if you pick up the booster in the first cave. Haven't really been keeping track of how many sandwiches we've picked up. I know our focus is on crowns here, but I don't think I've seen the gift icon pop up yet. Yeah, especially... Okay, that's at least a second sandwich that I've seen Flick get. If I see another sandwich and nothing happens after that... Because it's only 3 sandwiches for the gift, right? Okay. Another hole in one. Can we get one? No! Alright. Oh no! Stick to it for the cherry if nothing else, but potential hole-in-one opportunity here. Oh no! Barely missed. Yeah, worst case scenario, reset afterwards. Definitely stick around for the cherry though at this point when you're this many courses in. Still just kind of trying to keep an eye on Flick's gameplay here as well, to see... Actually, does it make a difference if I do that and then unmute? Oh, it does! Okay, hold on. There. I said there. Now we have a little bit of screen space back. Alright, so looking to collect the crowns. Hey, Carter. These umbrella enemies here, after they jump, what was it, 20 times? Transform into a crown. So as long as you stay ahead of them, it's pretty easy to get them to turn into a crown, but then the challenge for that becomes getting back to it and picking it up. Looks like we didn't quite get all of them? I didn't quite count. There's more... Oh no! Flick fully resetting there. There's more of those umbrella enemies shortly after. You can keep going. I wonder if Flick just, thought he missed it entirely. Yeah, I'm pretty darn sure Flick got the gift, so I'm gonna mark that. Really good positioning here for Tutes on the, on chicken. I was trying to remember the word chicken. really good play here on the back half. Check it out, I'm chicken. Ooh, spicy. Fantastic shot there. And there's our cherry. Moving over to Rock On Island, which I believe there are 2 goals here, although one of them is Club Pass, so it looks like we're just going to be trying to knock out the initial encounter without cavemen. Just invest in Zola. Carpet. Carpet. Alright, upgrading our axes and just gonna power our way through the first couple of waves. Upgrading our throw power. Should be enough to just kind of take out all of these. Get the first wave low. Knock out most of these dinos on the way. Nice diagonal there that catches both the green and the larger dinosaurs. Might be letting a few through, but as long as you have more than like 10 to let the final dino through. I remember the Oasis being a giant pain, and when I went back to try that goal myself, I had to like re-remind myself what I did for the cherry, because yeah. Yeah, heck that goal. The Oasis is so nasty. Alright, there's our third crown. Alright, popping out an impact. Taking a moment to think here. Flick does have a good number of squares here. Ooh, popping into Rock On Island is unfortunately pretty likely to get blocked here. But thankfully for Flick, this shouldn't be too big of a time waste as long as Tutes actually clears it this round. Flick employing the help of some chicken tech. Almost standing in the way of the dinos. I can respect the chicken tech. But I do think it might be faster to just send it and get the upgrades. I don't know. Does get you the upgrades a little faster, so you can just get to the point where you're fully upgraded and can just, like, stand in front of the spawner. We're not quite on Oasis right now. This is the initial encounter. So this goal is just without cavemen. the other rock-on goal is in column 4, row 1. Yeah, and at this point I don't think you can take out the mammoth. And I think that's just like the one thing you gotta let through when you're doing this goal. And there it is. Gonna check that off, and let's see how quickly Flick notices. Notices immediately. We're heading out. Into Campanella 2, baby! Interesting. Is there another goal here? Ugh. Is this the Oasis? This isn't the Oasis, right? This is Spiral. Oh, sorry. I have a Kappa. Rock on Island does count for bosses, but only, for emperors. And just to clarify here, I believe in Campanella 2, I don't think that the boss here actually counts as a boss. Yeah, no, it's only the final boss in Campanella 2. Yeah. Oh, you're right. There's also the possibility of getting an HP up, which I didn't notice if Flick has taken any of those. But that would also be a really good thing to get. Just while you're here. Yeah, I kind of wonder if Tutes thinks this is the Oasis. Yeah. I appreciate that though, because I didn't see if... Oh yeah, I should just count the bars. It's right there. There's 300 coins for Flick. Looks like we are sticking? No, we're not. Yeah, I agree. I think that's a good play, Frogmoss. Oh no. Are we going Club Pass? We're going Club Pass! Maybe a gift grab. Yeah, I looked at the card when I generated it, and just immediate thought was, wow, that is a spicy center square. Oh, wait, you're right. Oh my gosh, how did I not notice gridlock? Okay. No, everything makes sense now. Oh! Wait, hold on. There's synergy here. between Gridlock and Get Me Out. That's really smart. Must have seen a different word. Okay, everything makes sense again, though. So, it would not surprise me if immediately after clearing this stage in Rock On, Tutes hopped over into the terminal and used Get Me Out. Although, one thing about that is rescuing an owl without the terminal code would give a gift. And I guess it's not that fast, or not that slow to just take a death, so I don't know. I guess it really depends on how much you want that 10 gift square. Which it's kind of in the corner, and everything's kind of been blocked off bingo-wise in terms of that corner. Flick still has a couple of opportunities for bingo, but and then, no, never mind, Toots still has column 3. Ooh, scary. Little scary there on the spiral. We're fine, still 25 HP. This was definitely one of the most obnoxious levels to get the cherry on for me. I don't know what it is about it, just... It always felt like something was sneaking through and I had to keep making little changes all over the place. Final wave. Really comfy setup here for Toots. Fire does quite a bit. And the tar definitely helps keep the enemies locked into it for longer. Alright, there's our clear on Rock On for Gridlock. Popping back over to Bushido Ball. Remembering to turn laws off this time. Probably just gonna shoot for the cherry on this real fast. Which, Toots was gonna go for this earlier, immediately after getting the other Bushido Ball goal, but then forgot to turn laws back off again. And then after the penalties happened, kind of just immediately backed out and went to pin golf. Round 1 of 5 done. Clearly the Porgy music playing right now is here to influence one of them to go play Porgy after this. Yeah. It's definitely like a combination of getting the flow state for like keeping the goals going, but then if you make a mistake, it's really important to be able to correct it. I know Spooty was talking about this on his stream, but it's one thing to know the Bushido Ball strats. but it's another thing to execute them yourself, and it's extremely worth practicing. Flick getting a pretty comfy setup as well here for the spiral. Got a good bit of fire to deal with the armored enemies, a good number of bows to help make sure everything just kind of takes a giant spike of damage. Got some tars for the slow, and I'm pretty sure any mosquitoes, I forget which wave those spawn on, but the flyers should get taken out by the bows if they haven't already been. Oh, here they are. I do feel a little bit anxious about standing in the line here. Oh, never mind. Some of the flyers sneaking through. LOL. And there's our third cherry. Well done, Tutes. Oh gosh, that was really close for Flick. I thought those bows had it. I guess Flick probably did too. Hyper Contender, probably just going for the gold disc? Who we playing? Elka. I know we're all just waiting for Tutes to face off against Donkus here. Flick chasing after the last mammoth there. Securing column 4, row 1. Tutes taking a moment to pause there. Potentially making sure that what was getting checked off wasn't something that was blocking. Looks like we're maybe doing a gift push here. And there's going to be 3 gifts for Flick. Continuing forward. Oh, wait! Tutes never finished that off, just got the cherry on it. So, as long as Flick can get the 3-hole-in-1, that could be a real nice grab here on row 3 and blocking off that bingo. Oh, swapping over to Block Koala. Okay, I think we're moving back into a gift push. I think the 3-hole-in-1s was like an extra thing if Flick felt like he could get it. Okay, are we gonna menu properly? We're menuing properly! Mostly. Hey Anthony, doing great. Have some fantastic bingo to watch. And yeah, Elka's really nice as far as Hyper Contender goes. If there's one thing about Hyper Contender, it's sometimes figuring out how all of the jumps work for each character can be a little bit confusing. When I went for the cherry on Hyper Contender, it was mostly just a matter of figuring out which 4 jumps I could cope with the easiest. Alright, there's another gift for Flick. Where are we going next? Waldorf. Just need to hit 50% here for the gift. Ooh, picking up lots of fish on the way. Now we need to make sure we land. And that is 36%. Good first jump. Just kind of taking it relatively speedy, but also making sure not to overdo it. 5 gifts down. Star Wasper, we just need to hit a multiplier of, what was it, 10, 15? I think it's just 10. But we'll see the gift icon, so it's not too bad to get the gift in Star Wasper. Picking Gray Ship. Might grab some options first. Hey, it's Donkus! Yeah, it looks like Flick is opting to grab a couple options first. I think that's actually not a bad idea, especially with the Gray Ship. Because once you get both of your options, they kind of just do all of the offensive aiming for you, especially on these lines of enemies. Although that does kind of put those in a bit of an awkward spot. Probably gonna need to GGG here. Alright, we're back in the egg zone. Another enemy falling just out of line there. EGG, EGG, and there's the gift. Okay, it was 10 and not 15. I think it's a bingo square that's 15. Night Manor looking to run away from the killer. Flick has very, very strong Night Manor menuing. I know every time I've seen Flick play Night Manor in Bingo, it's always awesome to watch, like, just how quickly all of the menuing happens here. Hit him with the hook and run on through. And there's the gift. So, once Flick gets this square... Oh, okay, I think I marked this gift as done, but maybe Flick just didn't quite get enough sandwiches, so I think Flick is... Maybe I just forgot to mark a different gift. I could have sworn Flick already had this one. Meanwhile, Tutes going up against Yogo. Yogo being a bit of a jerk here. Thankfully it's a gold disc and not a cherry, but that does mean we're in a situation where we have to win this one, or we have to do the entire run back again. Yeah, Yogo, especially under AI control, is really tough. Sometimes, like, the claw and the boomerang can both be pretty strong together. I know on hyper difficulty, from what I've heard other people saying, Yogo's a pretty strong pick. Just for, like, the zoning potential and the easy grabs. With the claw arm. Peeking back up at Flick again. I did see another sandwich grab there. I still feel like Flick got this one earlier before, but maybe I'm just mistaken. Yeah, okay, Flick already had this. I think Flick just thought he didn't have it yet. Yoko's the only A-tier character, strong but high mechanic limit. Yeah. I could definitely see that being the case. And now we're at the self-fight. Grabbing 10 oppies to drop off on the stars. A little bit of an awkward spot for that mushroom, but there's our gift. Five, 6, 7, 8 matches my count. Specifically because then that means you don't have to deal with somebody tougher in the final. Oh no! Dropping a game there. Gonna have a chance to run it back. Okay, Flick is gonna go for one of the switches here. Picking a couple wrong characters, but... Ah, yeah, fair. Yeah, Elka just having a very straightforward projectile attack and a double jump that just makes sense. You jump and then you can jump again. Very quick to pick up. Very, like, stable, consistent character. The needed rings are out on the field. Nice block on that last ring. Ooh. I think I got the Elkas mixed up. I did. I was cheering for the wrong Elka for a moment. Okay, there we go. There's our gold disc on Hyper Contender. Oh, did I miss the switch? I think I did. I'm going to assume that Flick got that. I think Flick is going to open up the gift menu just to double check. Taking a quick death here in Moscow. And one more. Hail, Nintendo. Yeah, it's really neat watching other people play this in this kind of a setting. Oh no, did we choose the wrong area? I think there was a missed menu or something on Flick's side, maybe? I was watching Tutes when that happened. Alright, Avianos, we're just gonna max out an Ancestor. For that last gift, probably. No Brontor. No! Enemy took Brontor. Okay, we have Brontor this time. Oh no, a failed mission there. So I forget which ones we rescued or not. I actually really do like how all of the different owls play to their styles in this tactic game. Gwen rescued. Huxley up next. Scary spot to be in there. Gwyn is definitely tough to get used to. But once you, like, get more used to her tools, she is pretty good at this. Oh, barely snuck out in time. It also kind of depends on the level generation. Oh no! Getting hit by a melee attack there. Yeah. I think Octavio, you definitely do have to take damage. One of the biggest things is that you can punch grenades back, so if you do wind up with any grenade-throwing enemies, you can usually punch them back and get some free hits off of that without taking damage. Usually. Still— oh no! I believe we've already rescued Engel? Maybe we haven't. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is indeed 10! Popping over into Mortal. Looks like Flick is going for the top row. Yep, it is currently 8-7 in Flick's favor. If Flick manages to get this Mortal Square, that is going to block off Tutes', I think, last potential bingo? And that is going to force Tutes to play for Majority. And then Tutes is also going to have to take Elphazar's hat. Running a little bit low on HP here for Octavio. Very carefully making sure each jump isn't into something bad. Oh! Ooh! Scary, but made it. That was terrifying. Alright, rescuing Gwyn again here is Engel. Unrelatedly, shoutouts to the Clarity April Fool's bingo. I think specifically inspired by this Mortal goal. Got a good laugh out of that one. Okay, here's Octavio. Octavio again. Huxley. I think this was the one we messed up on last time. As long as you are not falling into them or jumping up into them, if you're just walking into them from the side, you're fine. Hey Matt, thanks for the raid. We've got a really good match here between Flick and Tutes. Oh no, having to spend an extra life here to get through those blocks that were completely obscuring the path forward. Hey everybody, remember to check your serpentine belt. I definitely didn't make that when I had an issue with my car's serpentine belt. Fantastic grenade there with angle. probably just gonna tank one more hit. And we just have to be really careful about how we approach this. 3, 4. Then back out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get back in. 2, 3, 4. One more enemy to deal with here. Just gotta play it nice and safe. Everybody's dead! Hooray! And we can make a safe run back over to Gwyn. Was that the last of 4? Rescue each owl in the minigame. Yeah, I think maybe we haven't done Huxley yet. Even if Gwyn is very calculated, it is still terrifying to only be running around with 2 HP. It is so easy to just have one thing go slightly wrong and then oops, you're dead. Hey, Naidu says yes. Yeah, this is a really, really fun way to engage with UFO 50. Whether you've just started picking up the game and want to just mess around with stuff, or if you're somebody who's more into like the speedrunning side of things and are practicing literally every game, side-eyeing some folks in A tier. And honestly, like, some of the B tier folks are really, really stepping it up. There we go. Taking a death in the correct spot to make it through there. I think that's 46. No, that's 40. So we're gonna have to sneak back another life or 2. Nice takedown on the minigun. Yeah. I keep saying I'm gonna sort through more of the UFO 50 soundtrack and take out, like, some of the weird side tracks that maybe aren't quite as musical as the others. But, you know, sometimes you just gotta hear the piano mess up a little bit. I think that was our last one there. Yeah. Alright, and then after this level, we will have to finish the level, but at this point at least, it's less a matter of squeezing every single life that we can out of this. Going into Elphazar's hat, this is really good for Tutes. This is one of those things where, oh, I see, we're popping back into level 2 instead of pushing forward. Just going with the idea of let's do level 2 but better this time. I can respect it, since we do have to finish the level anyway. Maybe he just felt like should have done better in level 2, hasn't practiced level 3 as much. Looking for an opportunity to smack an enemy with a block here. Without any upgrades or healing. Lives are a resource, baby! I'm trying to remember which switch we're talking about here. But I think that might be the switch that starts with an enemy walking back and forth on top of it. And then you have either the option of holding it down permanently yourself with a brick, or sorry, stone, or letting the enemy keep doing its thing. And then either way, you have to deal with it. There isn't an enemy. Okay, I'm thinking of a different switch then. My bad. I should probably have clarified first. Oh, okay. There we go. There's our 52. So we're probably about to be going into an Alphazar's hat race, but Tutes is probably going to clear this one up pretty quickly. Oh, watch out, the killer's here. This is definitely the soundtrack to race Alphazar's hat too. Oh no, is that a game over? That sure is. Oh, we are into a very genuine race here with both players pretty much near the start of the level, Flick with a little bit of an advantage. If Flick can secure this, that's a bingo. Tutes needs to block this to stay alive. Which Flick does appear to be playing a little bit safely here. What are we getting the ticket for? We don't want to. We don't want continues here. We just want to make it through. I guess there's some level of me that understands. Oh, I made a secret thing spawn. I should grab it. But also, that is an urge you have to fight. The ticket is very shiny. I don't think so. It's like, it's extra lives, and like, it doesn't say anything about... I would personally rule that it's not, especially because it's actually just a time loss. And the goal itself doesn't say anything about not losing, or in one continue. Because the way it's worded makes it seem like a game over would be okay. Yeah, we're doing Alphazar's hat, clear stages 1 and 2, without any upgrades or healing. Tutes definitely playing very quickly here. Just needs to actually secure the kill here. Back down to 1 HP again, with no lives remaining. So... Flick is definitely in a better spot right now. But if Tutes can go quickly here, and stay ahead and not drop any lives on the train stage, Oh, this is... Oh, Flick is pulling ahead now. Flick is definitely mashing more, too. Flick is through Josie first. There's another game over for Toots! I think we're gonna see a bingo clear for Flick. Yeah. Because about the only thing you can really do here is, like... How quickly does taking out the enemies faster really do? Like, it helps a bit. Right? Or are they just on a straight-up timer? Yeah, maybe. That is just unfortunate for Toots here, that he happened to game over right on the boss there. Twice even. Which, even if Flick dies here at some point, that's 3 lives. Frank accidentally picking up an upgrade would definitely, be his way back in. Yeah, 20% Porgy in the center square. I'm a little sad we're not gonna see it, probably. Yeah, it's pretty unlikely that I think, Flick will accidentally pick up an upgrade. Just like one more wave of these overhead guys, I think? I forget. It's been a while. Like, we're pretty close to the end here. Yep. There it is! Alright. GG.
GG.
And where is my phone? Dang it. That's fine. I will pull up.
I have not practiced that Alphazar goal before, so I didn't know how hard it is. So I was kind of scared of it, to be honest. But...
Yeah, you were taking it pretty cautiously, which I think actually was a bit of a benefit.
I mean, yeah, I've never... I'm always, like, if not the power-ups, then stocking up on the healing. Because, like, I'm not... I don't consider myself to be that good at Alphazar. So, Toots, were you doing Alphazar as well? I assume you were racing me at the same time.
Yeah, at the end, it turned into a race, and Toots game overed on Josie.
Oh.
Right when you were starting. So it wound up being a race right between you two on the reset.
Oh, wow. That's really rough. It reminds me of my Campanella in my last race, where my opponent, Pizza, played it faster than me and would have won, but ended up dying, and because I was playing it slow and safe, you know, slow and steady wins the race, I guess. I mean, I probably deserve to lose when I play really slow, but I guess it is kind of hedging. Like, if you're playing really slow, you're going to finish eventually, and if your opponent plays fast and then dies, then it's one of those things.
I pulled up the bingo chat on stream just because it's a little weirdly fragmented, but don't worry about it. The right side is the part that y'all can see. Toots is not on microphone at the moment, but just for stream's sake.
Ah, makes sense.
But yeah, God, that was really exciting.
Yeah, I mean, this was a very interesting board for me because it was a lot of the goals were games that I think I'm good at, but I hadn't practiced the goal or didn't really know how to do it. So I just like so often I was so indecisive. I kept just like quitting out of things and changing my mind because I was just like I don't know what I should do. Like, and then some of the goals like I refuse to do. I refuse to do Hyper Contender Gold Disc. I have been I have played against enough Yogo and Rag for one lifetime. That's all I'm gonna say.
Fair.
Yeah, like that bingo line was really interesting because like the Barbuta goal I did really early. I think it was my first square. But I wasn't really looking at any of the others because 10 gifts is quite a lot of gifts, and I always forget what the fastest gifts are. Like every single time I rush gifts, I just have to look at the game list for like 30 seconds and just think, has a tactics cut? No, that's one of the slow gifts. Has Bug Hunter? Oh no, not that one either. And
Yeah.
just like so like I wasn't really looking at the top row at first, but after I got the gifts, I noticed, wait a second, I have 3 out of 5. So I probably should go for this. And like the Mortal one, I hadn't practiced either. But when I cherried Mortal, like I really like min-maxed the first 2 levels because I found them the easiest. So I haven't played it in a while, but I figured that maybe the memories would be buried somewhere. So.
Yeah. At that point, I think that was the only remaining bingo left on the board. Once you got the mortal square.
Oh yeah. I guess there was middle row, but I ain't going for it.
Right.
I
Yeah,
ain't
I'm
good.
silly.
Yeah, I mean, don't worry. Like, only one of the 5 squares was claimed. I don't know the fastest way to do 20% completion in Porgy. That seems like quite a long one.
You both
And
had
just
gone
like,
for pin golf at, like, a different point, and so for some reason in my mind, that square was claimed at some point. But I think
yeah,
you
I
both were
mean,
at, like, 2 out of 3 on the hole-in-ones. Or...
I have a reputation in the community now for that square. I always choke at least one of the hole-in-ones.
Oh
Like,
no.
it got it got so bad. I started practicing the hole-in-one on course 3 because I find that one. I mean, it's hard, but it's very early into the game, so you can reset if you miss it the first time.
Right.
So last time I did that square, I got hole 1, which is the easy one, hole 3, which is hard, and then I choked Juggle Pit, like the par 1
Yup.
hole. Yeah, I totally choked that one, and I was like, oh my god, this square's just cursed for me. I kind of don't want to go for it anymore. Ugh.
Yeah, everything remaining was, I, I would have laughed if it came down to the Porgy Square.
I mean, I'm only opening that if it's like the last one.
Yeah.
Maybe second to last if it's that and Hyper Contender, honestly. Also, like, I just have to say, shoutouts to Tutes for doing that onion delivery goal. I am scared of that goal.
Yeah, not
I
having the HP regen from driving fast definitely makes, like, those events where, like, you accidentally get caught in, like, a chain of bad things happening so much easier to happen.
yeah, I depend so much on that HP regen. Like, so often I'll just drive in a straight line, even if it's away from the next delivery, just because I want my HP back.
Yeah.
Yeah, also some of these other goals, like Golfaria rescue 2 green balls. I don't know where the green balls are. I don't remember. I'd have to look it up.
Yeah, the resource document does have a pretty nice route for that one. Mostly saying that because I, actually, that was one that's recent in my brain from practicing somewhat recently.
Oh, nice. I should check that one then.
Yeah,
I know what to practice next time.
definitely highly recommend. Alright, anything either of you want to say before we end here?
I don't think so. I guess just good game, and thanks for the cast, just like Toots says. Fun game.
Hell yeah. GG's both of you. I'll get the VOD up on YouTube ASAP.
Uh, Thank you. I like honestly, shout outs to anyone who does bingo casts. Like it's so cool having your match streamed and then having like a VOD to watch back at the end. It's so cool. So like thank you for the cast. Like it is so awesome. Anytime someone casts, it's just so cool.
It's a lot of fun. I really like this.
Honestly, I'm surprised, but also very glad how popular like it's popping off UFO 50 bingo. It's really cool.
It's awesome. Okay, I think I have found a raid target for the stream in the meantime. Because I think the next match here is a little bit later on, not quite going on just yet. Oh, it's in 14 minutes. Let's see, where's that
Yeah,
gonna
I think
be?
it's Matt versus Guri Zuri, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shoutouts to Matt and Guri. I think they're both both of them haven't got a win yet in A tier. So one of them is gonna walk out with a win for the first time in A tier, which is gonna be really cool.
This one's on Cosmo's channel, so that's gonna be on YouTube, I think. So I'll drop a link here, I guess. There we go. Okay. Here's the link for where the next bingo match will be in about, well, 13-ish minutes. I'm probably gonna throw a raid over to CO, who's doing some UFO 50 right now.
Oh, nice. Shoutouts to CO. I played CO earlier in the league. Very good UFO 50 player.
Alright. The raid is being sent over very shortly. Thank you all for being here.
Yeah, I'm gonna head out now, so